How's it going, everyone? It's Adam, or your Daddy Eddie, and today we're doing the Triple Option Podcast, and we're sorry that we missed last week, but it's the same drill. I'm with my friend Chase and Mike. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. What's up, guys? Yeah, really excited to get back into it this week.
Yeah, last week saw me. I had too many exams, didn't have enough time to record.
All right, first game. Let's just dive right into it. We're doing Rams at Seahawks. This is the Thursday night game. Mike, I'm guessing you're taking the Seahawks. Who are you taking?
Yeah, you've guessed right. I'm taking the Seahawks. The Seahawks team's been pretty impressive so far this year. They lost that game to the Saints, which I was pretty surprised by. Teddy Bridgewater came into Seattle, took the dub there, but I think they showed that they're a better team last week, and I think home field helps a lot. It's a short week, so I expect like a low-scoring battle and like not a perfect game, but like a game with a lot of mistakes, short prep week, but I think Seahawks win in a close one.
For me personally, I can't go Rams just because Todd Gurley, the big question mark, that team is not the same when Todd Gurley isn't getting 20-plus carries. Just the whole play-action game isn't as good. Their offense doesn't flow. So I'm taking the Seahawks, tough place to play, and I just like Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Chris Carson if he holds on to the ball. Chase, are you taking the Rams?
Hell no, dude. Todd Gurley is overrated, bro. Ever since he started getting this idea in his head that he has arthritis and it was like right or left knee or both, no, he's trash. Rams are trash. Jared Goff is trash. Seattle's winning this game.
Yeah, do you guys want to touch on Jameis Winston dropping 55 on the Rams defense last week?
Yeah, dude, Jameis Winston is so bad. Ever since he turned into a sophomore, redshirt sophomore at FSU, that guy just career went in the toilet.
Not to mention,
Lord knows how the hell they did this.
Not to mention, you go, Mike.
Yeah, I was just shocked. I can't believe Tampa Bay put up 55 on the road against the Rams. It's just mind-blowing. The Rams have good players on defense. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Not to mention they only had 28 rushing yards. That was just an embarrassment. They were behind from the get-go. Anyways, Jaguars at Panthers. Chase, who are you taking? Let's mix it up.
Minshew, this man
Same
is
here.
unbelievable. He came to CU last year, tore us up behind that offensive line. This guy's he's literally like, he's not gonna be the next Brady by any means. But late round steal, Nick Foles, your career's done at the Jets.
True.
Sorry, not sorry. See you later. Minshew mania. I'm going with Minshew mania. Carolina Panthers trash. Backup quarterback starting trash. No thanks.
Me, I'm going with the flow. Minshew magic, that mustache, you just can't bet against that guy. Question marks with the Panthers, obviously the quarterback situation. Kyle Allen doing a decent job holding down the fort, but I'm just going to go with the momentum, the energy, the media, you know what I'm saying? Give me the Jags. Jalen Ramsey, I don't know if he'll be playing. He said he was sick, his wife had a kid or whatever, but I'm taking the Jaguars. Mike, you're a Panthers fan. I'm assuming you're going to defend this case right now.
Yeah, I'm taking Carolina. They've looked great. Their defense has been playing incredible. They've had like 14 sacks in their last two games. I expect them to keep rolling against Jacksonville. Kawan Short's a big loss for the program. He's going on the IR, done for the year. Vernon Butler will step into his place. He's a young kid out of Louisiana Tech. He's been around for a while, so he knows the system and stuff, but he's obviously no Kawan Short. But I'm impressed with Christian McCaffrey's been playing well, and Kyle Allen is just, he's not great, but he's good enough. I think he's pretty similar to a Minshew. I'm not really buying into Minshew.
Wow.
I'm more scared of Leonard.
Don't you dare compare someone to Minshew mania.
I'm more scared of Leonard Fournette, what he did last week. That was ridiculous. Like 250 rushing yards or something like that. Yep. He was unstoppable. Yeah, guys,
Carolina
he's an
still
animal.
big sexy. Kevin Love at defensive tackle.
Yeah, Kyle Love. I don't
Kyle
even know,
Love.
dude. Honestly, I don't think he's going to see the field if they even have him, but Carolina's run defense is pretty good.
Dude, their pass rush leading the league in sacks next to the Patriots. So
yeah. That young kid they drafted, Brian Burns, he's incredible.
Dude.
Yeah, great draft pick.
All right, Patriots at Redskins. Mike, you start us off.
Yeah, dude, I really like Colt McCoy. I really think he can put up 3 points against the Patriots this week. I said Patriots win big. I think this game, the over-under is 42. I think it's going to go under because I just don't think the Redskins are going to score. I think Patriots will easily win this game. I think Jay Gruden will lose his job. I think Haskins might even get some playing time. I think it's a disaster in Washington. I think that they should just call it quits and fight for the first pick with the Dolphins.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. Washington, Colt McCoy, trash. Dwayne Haskins, trash.
True.
Case Keenum. I'm making a case for Case. But yeah, in all seriousness, Washington's defense is not the worst in the world, so I don't think the Patriots are gonna, drop 40 on them like they did to the Dolphins. It's probably gonna be like a 28-3 game, 28-10 game maybe, something like that. Brady's not gonna force any throws that he doesn't need to make. Just not worry about turning the ball over at all. It all depends on Sony and Michelle. If that guy gets going, gets 100 yards, then maybe it'll be higher than 28. But I'm telling you right now, it's probably just gonna be Brady trying to find those holes with Edelman and Josh Gordon both had quiet weeks last week.
This is a little bit of a question mark. I mean, yeah, I'm going the Patriots, but like as an AFC East team, like we don't really go to Washington a lot, so like I don't really remember the last time the Patriots played in Washington. It is a tough place to play. They gave Aaron Rodgers fits, I think last year or the year before that. So I'm not sleeping on it, but not much to talk about here. I'm going the Patriots. If they could run the ball, get out of this game quickly, healthy is the number one thing. If they can stay healthy, just survive this week, we'll be in good shape for the future. Bills at Titans. Now, this is kind of an interesting game. I'm going to go first. I'm taking the Titans, even though they're super inconsistent. One week they'll be great. The next week they'll just be like, did they even show up? Bills defense, obviously I know what they did to the Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan, so I watched that game. Not sleeping on the Bills defense whatsoever. Their offense, slow at times. They need momentum. They need energy in order for them to be productive. I'm taking the Titans because they're at home, because Mariota looked good. He was hitting A.J. Brown is his name. He wasn't hitting Delaney Walker.
Tank.
Yeah, he had a great game. I'm taking the Titans. I feel like they're building up a win streak, but I feel like that's a safe pick. Mike, I'm guessing you're going the Titans.
Yeah, I'm defending the Titans. I said they're going to win the AFC South. I think they'll win the AFC South still. Marcus Mariota's good. I think he's going to get his extension. I'm pretty confident in him. He's been playing pretty good. He's super comfortable in the red zone, like I mentioned before. And this Tennessee team's starting to get it together. Corey Davis finally having a good game. It took him a while to get going.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry hit 100 yards last week, but took him a ton of touches to do so. But they're in a good shape. They had one moment in the game. They were up 14. It was 4th and 1. And instead of kicking a field goal to go up 17 in the fourth, Mike Vrabel decided to go for it. It was really stupid. It just things like that bug me a bit, like coaching and consistency, stuff like that. Like you can lose games based on those decisions. But I think Tennessee gets the job done. Josh Allen roughed up last week. I don't know what his status is. I think he'll go. Hopefully, I'm praying for him. Hopefully he's okay. But I like Tennessee in this one.
Chase, who are you taking?
No, I'm rolling with Buffalo.
Okay.
Tennessee, Buffalo last year went into Minnesota and beat them, and no one in their right mind picked them winning that. I see them doing that this week against Tennessee. Buffalo, they used to be mad erratic. I think they're actually turning into a legit team now. Not saying they're going to go to the playoffs. Maybe they'll snag a wild card. Maybe what are they 3-1 right now? Patriots. We saw how this team did the last 3 weeks before they played them, and of course, it was Buffalo was home. But it was kind of a close game. It came down to a late interception in the fourth quarter. So I think Buffalo's legit. Josh Allen, if he's back, they're definitely winning it. Matt Barkley, maybe they'll win it. I just don't think Tennessee's good enough. They'll come out and score 50 against the Browns. They'll come out and score 10 against whoever else they scored 10 this year.
Yeah. All right. Ravens at Steelers. Now, if January Joe was playing at Heinz Field right now, I would take the Ravens just because of history. History does repeat itself, but I'm taking the Steelers. I just really like what I saw the other night from them. Mason Rudolph, all he has to do, he doesn't have to wow you and play a perfect game. He just has to be consistent, just hit those throws, and just not turn the ball over. James Conner, they had that weird Wildcat scheme with James Conner on the jet sweep and Jalen Samuels just running up the middle. I just like the creativity. I like the offense. I'm taking the Steelers. They had a rough start to the year, but, I mean, on paper, they're a better team than most people think. Mike, you're going Steelers too.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers. I just love their defense. Like, they just have so many great playmakers, and they just have so much speed on that defense. Like, T.J. Watt, Mike Hilton, like Bud Dupree, Devin Bush, Mark Barron, like Minka Fitzpatrick, Terrell Edmonds, they're all over the place. And I was waiting for them to finally have that good defensive game, and that's what I saw from them Monday night against Cincinnati. Mason Rudolph looked fine. I love that Wildcat set with Jalen Samuels, like the creativity. Don't know if that's sustainable, how long they'll last.
True.
but I hope they keep doing it, and it seemed to be working well. And I'm just waiting for James Washington to just go off. Like, I don't know what's up with him. Like, Mason Rudolph's favoring Dante Johnson over him recently. He's
Interesting,
good too,
yeah.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh in this one as well. I think they're at home, Heinz Field, divisional game. It'll be a gritty game, very physical, and I think Pittsburgh's just a better overall team. I'm really unconvinced with Baltimore after they gave up 40 to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like Pittsburgh in this one.
I mean, it'll be a dogfight, typical divisional game.
Yeah.
Chase, who do you like?
I mean, I'm going with Baltimore. I'm telling you right now, what the Patriots did to the Steelers early in the season, they have no secondary. They have Hollywood Brown. That guy is a laser. I'm telling you right now, he's going to get, at least one touchdown, probably 150 yards. I think him and Lamar are just going to have a field day on the Steelers defense. Yes, they are fast. Front four is pretty tough. But, it's still Lamar. I think he's going to bounce back after, two kind of mediocre weeks. And this is a good team to bounce back, too, honestly. Get that confidence back, get it back on the road.
All right. Cardinals at Bengals. Now we're probably not going to spend too much time on this game.
Favorite game of the week.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to take the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I just think the Bengals are hopeless. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals as well. I feel so bad for Andy Dalton and Joe Mixon. Their offensive line just doesn't really feel like protecting
Block anyone.
Yeah, they're just letting everyone through at this point. It's a sad time for the Bengals right now. I think they're super demotivated. At least Arizona is more of like a optimistic team. They have Kyler Murray's a young dude.
Yep.
I like Arizona, more energy, better coach. Yeah, Arizona.
I mean, they actually have potential. I mean, the Bengals,
Yeah.
you look at the Bengals, there's a bunch of injured guys, no
potential
offensive
at all.
line,
Yeah.
just nothing to really look forward to. Andy Dalton, obviously, your quarterback, you're not going to extend him. Chase, who do you like?
Yeah, Kyler gets his first win next game.
First win.
Yeah, it's a milestone.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be remembered for his whole life.
He
Yeah.
will for sure.
I beat
Anything
the
else, Chase?
2019 Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, Texans, Falcons. Now this is at Houston. This is actually a good game. Matt Ryan, I don't know what's wrong with him. Definition of a B
Matt
plus
Ryan,
quarterback.
trash. He is no longer a tank. He is trash.
I think it's still a Super Bowl. It's still haunting him. He's a good quarterback. He's a solid B plus quarterback, but I haven't seen him that MVP Matt Ryan from 2016, 2017. Long
I'd
gone.
rather have Dwayne Haskins than Matt Ryan. Don't at me.
Maybe that's your opinion. I disagree, but I like the boldness. Texans. I mean, they just lost to Carolina, so there's a question mark there. I'm gonna go the Texans. I'm not feeling good about this game. This can go either way. It's just two teams that are just basically they're toss-ups every week. You never know. One week they'll show up, they'll look great. Other weeks they'll just lose to some weak team.
Yeah,
But I'm
totally.
taking home field. I'm taking Deshaun Watson. DeAndre Hopkins having a quiet year compared to last year. Chase, who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with you when you're both. Whenever you look at Houston playing someone and Atlanta playing someone, you're all right, they're automatic locks and that's somebody else. But it's two middle team tiers going at each other.
Yeah,
Two middle
you
tier
never
teams
know.
going at each other don't really matter. I'm going with Houston. I think Deshaun Watson is he's just better than Matt Ryan. He's gonna outplay them. Houston's just better. D Hop's gonna go off. It's whatever.
Good thing to look at D-Hop versus Julio, so that'll be
D-Hop
good to
versus
watch.
Julio.
That'll be awesome, but in terms of who wins, I have no clue. It's basically a toss-up game. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going Houston here as well. They're at home. Atlanta's been pretty bad recently. I don't know what happened. I was
Yeah.
pretty confident in them in the beginning of the year, but their offense has been pretty bad. Devontae Freeman, non-existent.
So inconsistent,
Yeah,
like,
I just-
unreal.
Not anymore.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I think Houston's a better team. I like what Deshaun Watson did after that Carolina loss. He went back onto the field. I don't know if you guys saw those clips.
I didn't see that, no.
Yeah, he went back onto the field. He was the only one there, and he was just running drills with his QB coach. I like the determination.
Yeah, it's a winner right there.
Yeah, that's a winning culture. I think he gets rewarded here. Yeah, give me Texans.
All right, this one could be a sneaky game. Buccaneers at Saints. If Drew Brees was here, obviously I'm taking the Saints, but you never know. Buccaneers put up 50-plus against the Rams, and that's the same Rams defense that held Brady to 13 in the Super Bowl. So, honestly, this could be... I'm going to go Saints, but it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever the Buccaneers go into the Superdome and pull off a win. I mean, Jameis Winston versus Teddy Bridgewater, I'm going to go Jameis. I never pick Jameis over anyone, like even Kirk Cousins. But in terms of what he did last week, I mean, he has a hot hand. I think he wins the quarterback battle, but I'm taking the Saints just because how well their defense performed against the Dallas Cowboys, holding them to, 10 points? You can't overlook that whatsoever. Yeah, Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Saints here as well. They're just a better team. Sean Payton, schemy dude. He always finds ways to win, no matter what the personnel is.
Yep.
Teddy Bridgewater's good enough. He had like a 13-3 season once or something like that with Minnesota. So he's good enough to win you games. He's careful. Doesn't really turn the ball over. Doesn't do anything too crazy, but at the same time, he's a safe bet. And Saints just have a good team. Their second, what was his name? Like Lattimore. He's insane.
Marshall Lattimore's an animal.
Yeah, he completely shut down Cooper. Dak Prescott had tunnel vision on Cooper, and he was just not happening. Yeah. Saints are just a better team. I don't know. Jameis is super inconsistent too. 1 week he throws for 300, the next week he throws 3 interceptions.
So true. Yeah.
Saints at home. I think they defend home field.
Chase, who are you picking?
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, there's no way Tampa Bay wins, I think. Obviously, Jameis Winston. It's like, Jameis Winston. Yeah, this guy got replaced by Ryan Fitzpatrick last year. Let's just say that right there. He literally helped Fitzmagic become a thing. You know what I mean? And
It's so true, yeah.
Now Fitzmagic's Fitztragic. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Fitz tragic. Oh, no.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Trademark that right now. Fitz tragic.
Yeah,
all right, I think we're done with that game.
Fitztragic.
Vikings Giants. This is at MetLife Stadium. My heart is telling me to go Danny Dimes, but I'm going to be real. I'm going to go the Vikings. All around better team. Kirk Cousins, not too much of an upgrade compared to Danny Dimes. I might go Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins if Daniel Jones plays like he did 2 weeks ago. But I'm taking the Vikings basically because of their defense and the fact that Saquon is most likely not going to play. The Giants are optimistic that he's making a speedy recovery, but I'm not going to bet this pick based on Saquon Barkley's health. I'm going the Vikings. Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going Vikings as well. Kirk Cousins just keeps finding ways to just be worse than he is every week. I just don't get it. I really thought they were getting a Super Bowl quarterback. If Case Keenum was 1 win away, I was sure Kirk Cousins could take him there.
Would take him the extra game,
yeah. It hasn't been the thing. Adam Thielen calling him out. He's apologizing to him. Actions speak louder than words. I want to see. A real apology will be actually throwing the ball to Thielen's hands instead of overthrowing him. I think they get it together. I think it's really uneasy in the locker room in Minnesota right now. I think a lot of teammates of his are probably not on his side right now, and it's just tough. He's just not putting his team in the position to win, and it's pretty difficult, I think, to be in that locker room. So I think they really need to bounce back, and Dalvin Cook has been incredible. Huge fan of his, and I think he's the reason they win this game. Nothing to take away from the Giants; they've been playing good football as well. Danny Dimes is pretty good, but just Minnesota's just a better team. So I'm gonna go with Minnesota, taking one on the road here.
Chase, who you taking?
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins, certified trash. Case Keenum that year, so much better than him. Don't at me. But yeah, they're beating the Giants. Danny Dimes, I'm not convinced he's a star yet. He has so much potential, But last week, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I don't remember who they played. Someone remind me.
What was it, Redskins?
Huh?
Did they play the Redskins?
Redskins? Yes, they did. Yeah, let's be real.
Yeah.
Come on. They won that game because of the defense, because they picked off Haskins and Case Keenum. But yeah, I think Minnesota's the better team here. MetLife is never really a challenge to play in, if you ask me. That's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we move on, I just want to mention Kirk Cousins' gender reveal. Everyone go check that out. It's a pretty comedic
certified
scene.
Trash.
Yeah, just Google it on your computer or phone. It's really funny.
Yeah, he almost misses a 3-yard target.
Get you a good laugh.
All right. Bears at Raiders. This is going to be a quick game. I'm going Bears. Their offense looks like they're starting to get something together. That's the only question mark for me. Their defense can hold up, even without some of those key pieces. They're without Hicks and Roquan Smith, but they still look excellent. I'm taking the Bears. Raiders, their time is not now. They do have some upside. Josh Jacobs, I like him. But to win right now, even though they're at home, I'm not taking them. Chase, you have the floor. Who are you taking?
Chicago Bears. They are so good. Chase Daniel, better than Mitch Trubisky? Maybe. We'll see. But, it's the Raiders. They upset the Colts. But it's come on. It's the Bears, guys. Their defense is so damn good. They pride themselves in their defense. They always have and they always will. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's quarterbacking them because clearly all their quarterbacks are the same caliber. They're gonna win against Oakland.
Patriots defense better. Don't at me. Mike, who do you like?
I'm gonna go with Oakland on this one. We got a London game here. You never know what happens in these. Mitch Trubisky's doubtful. I like what I saw from Oakland against Indy on the road. Derek Carr looked okay, nothing special. Josh Jacobs looked fine. I don't know. They just it was a great team effort, and they just did their job. And I think they could repeat. They have some decent playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. I love Carl Joseph. LaMarcus Joyner's pretty solid.
Yep.
They have enough pieces, and I just don't believe in Chase Daniel. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, like I mentioned. Across the pond, it's tough. It's you're traveling an insane amount, and it's just I don't know. It's just big inconvenience for everybody, and I think you never know how these games are going to go. I remember Jacksonville beating Baltimore by 40.
Yep, I remember that game.
Yeah. So why not? I'm going to take a shot at Oakland here.
So here's your one problem, Mike.
Yeah.
The Raiders' defense, trash, horrible.
Their secondary in particular, I couldn't name one corner.
Carl Joseph, my boy, West Virginia.
Safety. Isn't he? He's a safety. He's not a corner.
Aaron Connolly's dank.
Yeah, my boy, a perfect, huge loss for the
huge loss.
Yeah.
I forgot the game was in London.
4 linebackers in their team. 4.
Yeah. Khalil Mack also
no middle linebackers either, too.
Yeah, Khalil Mack plays his former team, too. I think he's going to get the jitters or something. Yeah.
All right. This next pick is going to be
you don't want to sack
speed
someone
run.
other than Derek Carr.
Next pick, speed run right here. We all know who we're taking. Jets at Eagles. Give me Luke Falk. Your turn, Mike. I'm kidding. I'm taking the Eagles. Are you kidding me? That's automatic loss if I don't take the Eagles. So, who are you taking, Mike?
Yeah, fly, Eagles, fly. They look good. I think they're going to win the NFC. I'm still sticking with them. They're a good team. Carson Wentz is good. They get Deshaun Jackson back this week, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully get the chain move. Jordan Howard, good shit from him. I was impressed. He came out of nowhere. 3 touchdowns. Hello.
Out of nowhere.
And that Sanders kid, I think he's going to, once he, gets it down, he's going to be good. He's very shifty, change of pace back, and he's good. Yeah, I'm excited for this Philly team.
Problem is a crowded backfield, and they're limiting his upside because they're splitting touches. But he is a good player. Jordan Howard, obviously, that came out of nowhere. Chase, who do you like?
So here's my thing. New York Jets, Sam Darnold, first kiss or not, they're still losing.
First kiss or not.
True. All right. Broncos at Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers. Chargers have been relatively quiet this year. They lost to the Lions, which was a big upset, at least for me. They're a good team on paper. They have arguably one of the most balanced teams in the league, but they just can't put it together. I don't know what it is. Phillip Rivers, I feel bad for the guy. He's a great player, good person. Every time I watch him, I just see him complaining and them just losing a big game that they really shouldn't lose. I don't know what it is. I'm taking the Chargers just because the Broncos, Bradley Chubb out for the year. Broncos are kind of in that weird middle ground of are you rebuilding or are you just keeping some of your guys you like Von Miller and Emmanuel Sanders? But yeah, I'm taking the Chargers. Chase, floor is yours.
Chargers next.
Mike?
Yeah, I can't believe the Broncos should be 2-2. They just keep finding ways to lose.
You have a soft spot for the Broncos.
That's a little bit of an overstatement. 2-2.
They should have beaten the Bears. They should have beaten the Jags. That roughing the passer call did him dirty. I mean, he kind of got his hands up there, Von Miller, but you got to know better than that. But still,
do you know what happened?
Do
you know what happened to the Broncos? Minshew mania happened.
Minshew
Or
mania.
like Leonard Fournette mania.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna make an emotional pick here. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I really want them to
Wow.
get this dub.
Winning.
I want their
It's not
season to
winning.
continue. Melvin Gordon's coming back this week. Yeah, I think he's gonna
Cash money.
He's gonna
right there.
ruin the
Fantasy
dynamics.
football just became a whole
Yeah.
lot more interesting.
Austin Eckler's production is going to decrease. Melvin Gordon's going to get some touches. He's going to be unproductive. He's been out of it for too long, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going Denver. Yeah,
All right.
first one of the year.
This is probably the best game of the week. Packers at Dallas. Now, obviously, Cowboys Jerry World. I don't really view it as a home field just because if I'm a player in the NFL, like playing at Jerry World, even though you're on the road, that's a pretty awesome stadium to play in. I'm just saying, like, their crowd, obviously they have crazy fans, but I'm not counting their home field because we all know what Rodgers did to them in the divisional round. So I'm going Aaron Rodgers. Their defense kind of got exposed against the Eagles, not going to lie. Their games before that, they looked great, especially for fantasy, but I'm taking Aaron Rodgers just because quarterback play in these types of games are the reasons why some teams win and some teams don't. Ezekiel Elliott, what was it, 2 yards a carry last game? Like, obviously that's not going to happen again. Dallas on paper easily has the better team, but I'm just going with an upset because every week there's upsets. Obviously last week, you guys saw that. I'm going the upset. I'm going the Packers. Chase, who do you like?
Dallas, so good. Winning the NFC, if you ask me, it's gonna be them or the Bears. Aaron Rodgers, washed up. He's just not good. Frankly, I mean, he still showed flashes of him being good, and all, but he's just washed up. No way you're coming into Jerry World and winning. No, thank you.
I mean, they also
Especially
put
when
up
you
10
lost
points
in
against the
New Orleans.
Saints.
Baloney.
Yeah, you never know. You can't
never
really go
know.
wrong with that pick. Mike, I'm guessing you're going Packers, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm going Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Cowboys, they're just not good against good teams. Yeah, they can beat Miami. They can beat the Redskins. They can beat the Giants. But can they beat the Packers? I don't think so. Yeah,
They will.
they couldn't get the job done against Drew Brees, New Orleans. And I don't know, Dak Prescott just doesn't tend to do that great against winning teams. I'm going to go with the Packers. I like Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams, I saw his status is a little questionable. But I think they'll be fine with or without him. Aaron Rodgers
Wow.
can get the ball to anyone.
Like Geronimo Allison, give him 150 yards.
I mean, he's no Devontae Adams, but Aaron Rodgers can still get him 150 yards if he wanted to. I'll take. And that Green Bay defense has been incredible. I love Jair Alexander. The pass rush has been there. They've just been good. They're a good team. I like what they've been doing.
That's definitely going to be the Joe Buck game of the week, right, Chase? Definitely going to count.
Absolutely. If I'm Joe Buck and I get to choose what game I'm going to play, it's Packers
It's definitely
playing whoever they want.
It's going to be him
They're
100%.
also, they're
Man
also
loves himself some Packers.
they're on a long rest too, right? Yeah, Thursday night against the Eagles.
Yeah. More time to prepare.
Those 3 days. Yeah, those 3 days help. Yeah.
They got some good film about the Saints defense, what they did to Dallas. So they got some good
You
plug
already
and
know.
play type schemes. Yeah. All right. Sunday Night Football. Colts at Arrowhead. Give me my boy Jacoby Brissett in the clutch. I'm taking the Colts next. No, I'm kidding. I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs. You guys paused because you thought I was gonna switch it. Yeah.
I was about to say.
Mahomes, no touchdown passes last week. That just means he's going to throw 5 this week. Give me Chiefs. Next. Next. Chase, who do you like?
I mean, fuck the fucking cheese. Fuck them. It's fucking Sunday Night Football.
They almost had the
Fuck
big choke
fucking
last
cheese.
week. They
I'm
almost
not saying
lost.
enough.
Yeah.
But I would be a dumbass not to pick them. The only team that can come into Arrowhead and win on the road besides the Patriots is the Chargers, but the Colts are not the Chargers, so I got to go with the Chiefs.
Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I like the Chiefs by a lot, like by 20.
So is this like your lock of the week?
Yeah, lock of the week,
Yeah.
guaranteed pick right here. Yeah, I guarantee double digits as well. I say Chiefs win by double digits in this one. It's a pretty
right.
good spot for Mahomes, prime time. The Colts just, I don't know, tough loss to Oakland.
Yeah.
I don't know, just not their, hasn't been their week. I guess I don't know. This is not a good spot to recover for them at all at Arrowhead. Yeah, nah.
All right, last game, Monday night, Browns at 49ers. Toss-up. I'm going the Browns just because of how well they played against the Ravens. That was a huge surprise. At Baltimore, you most likely would think the Ravens defense would hold them in check. But I'm going Baker Mayfield. It's kind of rough start to the season for him, but once you get that chemistry with Odell, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, obviously in the backfield, 3 touchdowns, I feel like they're going to keep the ball rolling. But don't get me wrong, it's going to be a tough game. 49ers arguably one of the hottest teams in the league. Jimmy Garoppolo doing a decent job. But I'm going on a hunch here. I'm going Baker Mayfield. Chase, who do you like?
3 words. Nick Bosa. Three names. Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, George Kittle.
All right.
Carrying the 49ers. 49ers are going to beat Cleveland. Cleveland, fuck you. You're not coming to San Francisco and beating Jimmy G and the 3 Stooges right there.
All right, I respect the pick. Mike, who you like?
Yeah, I've picked against San Francisco like every time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick against them again. I'm just not
Are you going to be 0-4?
Yeah, not buying into the culture at all. Yeah, give me Cleveland. They looked fantastic.
Yeah, 3-0 is not a good culture, Adam.
Yeah, Cleveland looked good. I like what I saw from Baker. Jarvis Landry got a little concussion. He has an extra day to clear it, though, which is great. If he doesn't, I'm sure Antonio Callaway can fill in there pretty nicely. He had a couple
now?
nice stretch. Yeah, he has some history at UF and maybe in the NFL. I'm not too sure.
The
But
guy's straight speed. Pun
yeah,
not
he
intended.
is straight speed. Yeah, I like what I saw from Cleveland. They just completely dominated Baltimore. Yeah, they keep it rolling. Primetime, primetime game. They couldn't get it done last time on primetime, but I think this time around they'll get it done.
Yeah. All right, that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to see more of these. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
One last thing, War
All right.
Eagle. Big game against UF. War Eagle.
Boo. Also, Austin Matthews, absolute beauty. Peace out.